Okay, so 4 down, 1 to go, and it should be a cracker as well. Men's singles time coming up at the Thailand Open. Just the one match so far going through in straight games. I wonder what we got on offer here. Ihsan Maulana Mustofa, the teenager, against the veteran Hyun. Fair to say 1 or 2 have departed, but most of the fans have stuck around for this final offering at the 2015 Thailand Open, and this is how they got to the final. Mustofa beating the #1 seed in the quarterfinals, Son Wan-ho of Korea, and then up against 20-year-old Hyun yesterday, coming through in straight games, as did Hyun against Rumbaka of Indonesia.
On court, men's single, the finalists. World ranking number 42, quarterfinalist at Munich Japan Open 2015. Ihsan Maulana Mustofa from Indonesia.
Well, a very talented young man from what we've seen in the past few weeks in particular at the Japan Open and here this week. Obviously got the faith of those in charge in Indonesia of the badminton, and he's repaying that faith big time. But he's up against a wily old campaigner, isn't he, in Hyun. Korea's most successful singles start and still going strong. Interesting throw of New Zealand in charge of this. Winning the toss, deciding to serve. So, sharp contrast, particularly in age. Not too many times you get to a final and there's an age differential of 16 years, but that's what we got here. Ihsan Maulana Mustofa, the teenager, ranked 42 in the world, looking for his first title. Reached the quarterfinals of the Malaysian Masters, quarterfinals of the Polish Open, but at the Japan Open came through qualifying, made it the quarterfinals. Lost heavily in the end to Tommy Sugiyato, but you got the feeling he was feeding it physically by then, up against the world-ranked number 18 player from Korea, Hyun, who has had 8 wins in the last 2 years since his return. He retired. They are straight games all the way so far for him, and throw in a gold medal at the Asian Games as part of the winning Korean team as well. It's been a really terrific comeback, I suppose you call it, after saying you're going to retire, although he has retired on a couple of occasions. Hyun, confirmation, Justin Zhuo. Zhuo is our umpire, and Aaron Nilsakut is our service judge.
Ready to play.
Well, the action's been more than decent, hasn't it, here in Bangkok for this finals of the Thailand Open. And really probably the most intriguing encounter of the lot, this one, because there's no doubting the talent of Ihsan Maulana Mustofa. The 19-year-old has shown that in recent times, but a real test for him ahead against the 35-year-old Lee Hyun.
On my right, Ihsan Maulana Mustofa, Indonesia. And on my left, Lee Hyun, Korea. Lee Hyun to serve. Love all. Play.
Well, fairly long rally, wasn't it, to get proceedings underway.
One love.
Mustofa, you'd expect to be the more nervous of the two. Of course, a first final for him, whereas of course Lee Hyun, winemaker's got 20 international titles to his name. That's just long. Of course, he got off to a fairly slow start yesterday, Mustofa, in his final against Hyun, and well, once he got going, there was no holding him back.
Three. Love. Four. Love.
But you, for him, you want him to settle down quickly, find a point somehow. That's long as well.
Five. Love.
There you are, he's off the mark.
Service over. 1-5.
Any other final that he's been in? Mustofa was
over.
in Holland last
6,
year. He was a runner-up at the
1.
Dutch Open. Bronze medalist at the 2013 World Juniors. Well, he did well to stretch to the short one, but Lee Hyun stretching him.
7-1.
Okay, that's his first winning shot. That'll make him feel better. The other point came from a long one from Lee, but that was right in the mark.
2-7.
Of course,
Service over. 8.
with the
2.
rave reviews comes a lot of expectation. He's beaten the #1 seed. He impressed so much in that semi-final yesterday. That's short, punished by Lee. It's fair to say he has exceeded his targets that have been set by him, by the men's singles coach Hendry Saputra. Rare mistake by Lee.
Service over. 3. 9.
They have met before, once before. That was almost a year ago. That was at the Malaysian Masters at the quarter-final stage. Lee won that in straight games, 21-16, 21-14. It's hard to read too much into that because, of course, a year on for Mustofa is a year of a lot of experience for him.
9.
Given the chance, he's taken the attack to the Korean. There you go again.
Service over. 10-4. Service over. 5-10.
Well, we had a 19-year-old in the women's singles final.
6.
Liang Xiao was pretty outclassed, even though she played pretty well, but she was fairly outclassed by Sung Ji-Hyun. You'd expect this one to be closer and tighter,
Service over.
although it is a
6.
very good 11-6 lead for Lee Hyun-il. But there's been signs, hasn't there, of Mustofa coming to life.
Lee Hyun-Yi, your tape is dropped. You need to retake again. Yes.
Confirmation of the scoreline there.
Once he starts sweating, the tape won't stay on, so
Okay.
we'll have to let it go.
Okay, sure.
Yes. Thanks.
11-6. Play.
Thing is, you think you're taking on a 35-year-old, might try and give him the run around, and he was pushing into all angles of the court there, Mustofa, but he's very fit, Lee Hyun-il. He doesn't act his age, if you like.
Service over. 12-7.
Just long from Lee Hyun-il, so just tightened up a little bit here,
Service over.
Mustofa.
8-12.
Lee Hyun-il's been asked many times, you know, how can you still be playing, getting these scores, getting these results? He says it's all down to just training hard, never drinks, never smokes, trains all the time, morning, afternoon. I have to say, it's been a rarity for me, but I popped down to the gym here at this hotel, seen him there a couple of times.
14-8.
That's how you maintain this kind of level at the age of 35, when many players at the age of 29, 30 calling it a day, like he did. He called it a day after the Olympics 2012 and in 2008 as well.
8.
That's short. Well kept alive. Better depth on that one. Again, clear. And a really good point one.
So it's over. 9-15. So it's over. 16-9. So it's over. 10-16.
Well played. Okay, he's in this match now, it's fair to say. Ihsan Maulana Mustofa, although given the lead, you wonder how much the Hyun may be reserving a bit, but tough to read into that. Certainly got a foothold in the match, albeit he's 5 points trailing in this opening game. That's just wide from Lee.
12-16.
Yes, that's right in the corner. He's very much in this match now. The deficit's down to 3 points.
13.
4
16.
points in a row. Best spell of the match so far. Good response from the Korean.
So it's over. 17-13. Play.
Well, he's starting to enjoy himself now, isn't he?
14-17.
A little bit of belief starting to run through his veins. He said after his match yesterday that he has to dare to achieve. So he has to show the courage. He knows it won't be easy to stop Lee, but most important thing, he reckons he's got nothing to lose, and I suppose he's right, really, isn't he? Got to show that courage, and he's ooh.
So it's over.
That's given out.
14.
Touch and go. Line judges have got most things right, as they usually do. I think they just about got that right. Very tight though, wasn't it? It looked just out, didn't it? That's certainly it.
19, 14. Service over. 15, 19.
Yeah, lovely backhand.
16, 19.
Yeah, he's got the shots, there's no doubt. And it's as tight as this
17.
game has been.
19.
Remember, Lee Hyun out of the traps, flying. Nine-2 at one stage at the start of this game. Now it's just 2 in it. That's out.
Service over. 20. Game point. 17.
So game points have arrived for Lee Hyun.
Game.
So Lee Hyun does take the opening game, but enough
Game won by Lee Hyun
for
21,
Ihsan
17.
Maulana Mustofa to chew on there. He made a good show of things after a slow start, but Lee Hyun takes that opening game 21 points to 17.
Ihsan. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, a very professional performance so far from Lee Hyun. Has he got the energy? Has he got the capacity
Second
to
game.
fight back here? We've seen a few
Love
fight
ball.
backs, haven't we?
Play.
Lee Hyun taking that first set. That's just wide from the Korean.
Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all.
Can't afford Lee Hyun to get away as quickly in this second game as he allowed him to do in the first.
Fault. 2, 1. Right. 1.
In control. Looking as composed as always. Used to playing these young guns, isn't he? Four wins in 2014 for Lee Hyun. And he's fighting here to try and win his 4th title of 2015. His last being the New Zealand Open back in May. Give him a little bit of encouragement.
2, 3. Right. All. Service over. 4, 3. Service over. 4, all. Service over.
Just feel like
5,
he's
4.
too much here for Mustofa. Lee Hyun. No real sign is there of him flinching and craving into this young talented player from Indonesia. It's up to Mustofa now to really try and crank up the pressure on him. Got to start really going for his shots. Good sight net ones there. Well, there you go. I mean, he's got to go for those shots. He's got to try and find those corners.
6, 4.
There's no point sitting here and thinking after the match, played it too safe. You know, he's lost the first game. He's trailing in the second.
Seven, 4.
Oh, what a pity. He worked the point really well and
8,
then just completely mistimed it.
4.
Looks at the racket, I think he's broken a string in the process as well.
Do you need testing? Need testing, please. 8-4.
Well, that's what it's what he can do.
Service over. 5-8.
Well, he's got to hope Lee Hyun starts making some of those errors. You can hear the crowd want him to get into it.
9-6. Service over. 7-9.
It's in the corner.
8-9. Fault. Service over. 10-8.
Well, actually Manaki called him the next big thing of Indonesian badminton. Why I chose him in the Sudirman Cup, and he's made it all the way through to the final, but he's looking very disappointed right now. Is he running out of steam here in Bangkok because the game down? He now trails heading into the interval as well. 11 points to 8. Lee Hyun to the good, and closing in on victory it seems.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 8. Play.
Great injection of pace to this play there.
Service over.
Might be something
9,
that he
11.
spoke about with his coach, Malev Malaki.
And 11.
So much power in that, he nearly fell over on the follow through, but he's got it level, 11-all. Great response from the interval from
11.
this young Indonesian player. Lee Hyun missing the lines for once. Mustofa leads.
12-11.
Well, Lee Hyun with some thinking to do here.
11.
Hardly panic stations time, but the young upstart's causing him a few problems here. Everything's coming back now, isn't it? Lovely tight net shot.
14-11.
Well, since the interval, 6 straight points.
Play.
Is it a move to level this match up? Oh, what a pity. Went for the big one for the serve.
Service over. 12-14. Fault. 13-14.
Well, you feel like there's a real possibility now in this men's singles final.
15.
Growing in
13.
confidence. And with every winning point, just that extra bit of energy as well. Has beaten the likes of Max Weber, Hyun, Kenichi Tago in recent weeks, and now we'd like the scalp of Lee Hyun as well in a
13.
major final. That's long.
Service over. 14-16.
Well, he's played a few really good net shots, hasn't he?
17.
Over the last, well,
14.
since the interval, really, he's played absolutely brilliantly. Wow, wow, wow.
18-14.
Possibility of some match here now. Bit of luck doesn't hurt either, does it? Does no harm at all.
19-14.
Oh, really?
Service over. 15-19.
Game points.
Service over.
Well, 11-8 down at the interval.
Game point 15.
It looked like it was going to be a fairly straightforward one for Lee Hyun. Far, far from it. Still 4 more more game points.
Service over. 16-20.
Oh, great touch from Lee Hyun.
17-20.
2 save, 3 more to go though. Well, it's fabulous, really. You have to say, from Lee Hyun.
18.
And something
20.
there must be some concern for Mustofa here, that he's got these 5 game points staring in his face now. It's down to just 2. Well, this is turning into a bit of a topsy-turvy game, isn't it?
20.
Brilliant net shot. Five has become 1. What seemed a formality of a 3-setter no longer is a formality. Still game point though. Just cleared the net, that one from Lee. It's long, it's 20 all. 5 game points have been saved.
20 all.
Well, it's been a pretty dramatic finals day here at the Thailand Open, and this has been another case. Another case of that, hasn't it? Lee Hyun. Credit to him. Mustofa now feeling the pressure. Is that long? It is. He's got another game point.
Service over. 21-20.
Another game point save. 6 now.
Service over. Thank you. 21 all.
Well, you heard it there from the umpire. 21 points apiece. Second game. Lee Hyun staring at what seemed a potential 3rd game here. Now has his first match point.
22.
Well, whatever
21.
happens here for the youngster, it will be some lessons learned. All sorts of possibilities looked as if they're opening up. Now staring a match point against it, but he saved it.
Service over. 22 all.
Oh yes, what a winner.
23. 22.
Dare to achieve, he said. We dared here, all right. Right on the line. Game point number 7. And it's wide, he's done it this time. We're into a final deciding set.
Second game won by
Ihsan Maulana Mustofa takes game number 2
1 game all.
in a dramatic game. 24 points to 22. There's more action from the Thailand Open coming up. Well, he looked to have got things dealt with Hyun. Coach has only said a quick word to him. It's hard to believe, but some fans obviously need to get home for dinner. They're actually leaving with this men's singles finely poised.
Ready to play.
Well, talking to himself there, he must have wondered had he thrown away the opportunity to take this to a third game.
Final game. Love 4. Play.
6 game points wasted and then taking it at the 7th time of asking. We're into a decisive set in the men's singles final.
Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all.
Well, he leads. He leads
2
in this final
1.
for the first time. Well, they'll be on the edge of their seats right now in Indonesia, that's for sure.
3
Promising
1.
youngster. Or maybe about to fulfill some of that promise here in Bangkok. Don't want to get carried away just yet, but even if he wasn't to come through this, he's shown some great resilience in this final. And that's well long. Because Lee Hyun looked at a man in complete control, didn't he?
1. Service over. 2 4. Fault.
Oh, full call against Mustofa here, saying his racket
4.
cleared the cleared the net. Has to accept it. That's short.
4-all.
Excellent rally. Credit to both players. It's a hard slog out there. Mustofa throwing himself around.
Thank you. Thank you. 5-4.
Well, he's going for it still. That's important.
6-4. Over. 5-6. So it's over. 7-5.
So the Hyun
8
takes some kind of command here in this deciding set. 8-5 up now. But he's a determined young man, isn't he? And he was 11-8 down at the interval in the last game. He'll know he came through that, albeit with a bit of difficulty towards the end of that set. Well played, and diving around looking for answers, but Hyun finding the corners, making life really difficult for the 19-year-old.
Thank you. Ready to play. Play. 9-5.
What a point. He's enjoying it, isn't he? So he should. I mean, there was this retrieval.
9.
Well, a couple of shots earlier, great retrieval, and then managing to find the empty court.
Play.
Ihsan Maulana Mustofa fighting his corner.
Play. Ihsan. Play now.
Well, the umpire telling him to play, but he's got a shoelace untied.
Service over. 10. 6.
Well, he's trailing here, and he might not come out as a winner today, but you get the feeling there's plenty of titles around the corner for Mustofa. Still could happen today, though, of course. Well, 11 out of 10 for effort.
Service over. 11. 6.
There's the interval. It's a pretty commanding advantage, really, you have to say. Great effort from Mustofa, as it has been all round. But Lee Hyun finding the corners and finding a way to get back in front again. The interval lead here at one set all is 11 points to 6.
Thanks.
Well, 7 points now, the difference here. Oh, that's a really good shot and an important time, because it's now stamping in its authority on this match. 14-6 up, it surely isn't any way back now. Mustofa was leading 4 points to 1. He's only won 2 of the next 15 points. You might win one here, though.
So it's over. 7-14.
Still going strong, nearly an hour into this men's singles final. Oh, another delicious backhand, and then the cross court leaves Mustofa on his knees. Which one's 19? Which one's 35?
Oh. Thank you. Play.
Well, it's been a really well contested finals day, hasn't it, at the Thailand Open?
15-7.
More of that's come here in this final.
Play.
It looks like he's got him now.
16-7.
Second game fright, Lee Hyun. Looks as if he's going to come through this unscathed in the end. That's in. 17-7 now.
17-7.
And that victory line is getting ever so near for Lee Hyun. But it's fair to say, I think, that the name of Ihsan Maulana Mustofa will be certainly better known now around the world. Of course, a lot of good young Indonesian male singles players coming through. Why they were picked in the Sudami Cup.
18-8.
It's going to be another title, it would seem, for Lee Hyun, and Mustofa will have to wait for another week, but he'll take a lot out of this. Right on the line, agonising for Mustofa. Well, he's already saved one match point, but he's got to save 12 here now, as Mustofa. Lee Hyun with 12 match points, and there you go. What a shame it ended rather feebly with that return from Mustofa, but there was nothing feeble about the scare he gave Lee Hyun in that second game, but the Korean just had too much for him in that final set. Just ran out of gas in the end, didn't he, the young Indonesian? A valiant loser, but a great champion is Lee Hyun.
17, 22-24, 21-8.
21-8, he took that final game to end the week as Thailand Open champion, a fourth title of 2015. Confirmation of that scoreline, just under an hour. Great performance from Mustofa, but Lee Hyun emerges on top.
นะครับผมได้ชมการแข่งขันที่สมราคากับการรอคอยแล้วก็ประทับใจมากนะครับผู้ชิงชนะเลิศคู่นี้ครับ
แขกผู้มีเกียรติทั้งหลายอย่าเพิ่งไปไหนนะครับเพราะว่าเดี๋ยวเราจะมีการมอบรางวัลให้กับผู้ชนะเลิศของเรานะครับ So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last award presentation ceremony of the 2015 SCG Thailand Open Championship for the men's single. But please do not go anywhere, as we will present the award right now.
จบไปแล้วนะครับการแข่งขัน
So confirmation of the results from today. Just the one game in straight games, that was Seung-ji Hyun against Liang Xiao in the women's singles. All the rest were a full three-setters. Some brilliant badminton, some exciting badminton. And it ends with the veteran Lee Hyun-il taking the spoils in the men's singles.
กับพิธีมอบรางวัลให้กับผู้ชิงชนะเลิศคู่นี้ก่อนนะครับ
ครับ เพราะว่านี่คือช่วงสุดท้ายของเราแล้วครับ so the second place trophy and prize goes to Indonesia who will come up to the podium as of now
สำหรับรองชนะเลิศอันดับหนึ่งครับได้แก่นักกีฬาจากอินโดนีเซียอิลซานมูรานามุสตาฟา
Ladies and gentlemen, but there can only be one winner for the men's single SCG Thailand Open 2015, which goes to South Korea.
สำหรับผู้ชนะเลิศในประเภทนี้นะครับ นักหวดลูกกลไก่จากแดนอารีดังครับลีฮุงเอาใช้ความเก๋าเอาชนะนักตบจากอินโดนีเซียไปได้ครับ
Now I would like to invite Mrs. Venus Asawasiti Tawon, Corporate Communications Director of SCG and Vice President of the Badminton Association of Thailand under the royal patronage of His Majesty the King to present the trophy to our winner and to our second place.
ในโอกาสนี้ครับขอเรียนเชิญคุณวีนัทอัศวสิทธิถาวรผู้อำนวยการสื่อสารองค์กร SCG และคณะกรรมการบริหารสมาคมแบดมินตันแห่งประเทศไทยในพระบรมราชูปถัมภ์เป็นผู้มอบโล่รางวัลให้แก่รองชนะเลิศอันดับหนึ่งและผู้ชนะเลิศขอเรียนเชิญครับ
Now it is my greatest honor to once again invite Kun Ying Pattama Leesawattragoon, President of the Badminton Association of Thailand under the royal patronage of His Majesty the King and Chairman of the Organizing Committee in organizing the SCG Thailand Open 2015 to present our players with the mascot doll.
ลำดับต่อไปครับขอเรียนเชิญคุณหญิงปัทมาลีสวัสดิ์ตระกูลนายกสมาคมแบดมินตันแห่งประเทศไทยในพระบรมราชูปถัมภ์และประธานคณะกรรมการจัดการแข่งขันแบดมินตัน SCG Thailand Open 2015 เป็นผู้มอบตุ๊กตาให้แก่รองชนะเลิศอันดับหนึ่งและผู้ชนะเลิศขอเรียนเชิญครับ
And also, I would also like to invite Mr. Paisan Rangsikitpo, President of BWF, Vice President of Badminton Association of Thailand, to present our winners and our runner-up with the Check Award.
ลำดับสุดท้ายครับขอเชิญคุณไพศาลรังสีกิจโพอดีตรองประธานสหพันธ์แบดมินตันโลกและอุปนายกสมาคมแบดมินตันแห่งประเทศไทยในพระบรมราชูปถัมภ์เป็นผู้มอบเช็ครางวัลให้แก่รองชนะเลิศอันดับหนึ่งและผู้ชนะเลิศเรียนเชิญครับ
Thank you to all of our guests of honor, Kun Ying Pattama Leesawattragoon, Mrs. Venus Asawasiti Tawon, and of course, Kun Paisan Rangsikitpo, and thank you to all our VIPs and to all our spectators for being a huge part of the success of the SCG Thailand Open 2015.
ขอขอบคุณคุณหญิงปัทมาลีสวัสดิ์ตระกูลคุณวีนัทอัศวสิทธิถาวรและคุณไพศาลรังสีกิจโพครับที่ให้เกียรติเป็นผู้มอบถ้วยรางวัลและของที่ระลึกให้แก่ผู้แข่งขันในรอบชิงชนะเลิศประเภทชายเดี่ยวซึ่งเป็นคู่สุดท้ายด้วยครับ
Ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to all our sponsors for making the SCG Thailand Open 2015 possible. Thank you so much.
จบลงไปเรียบร้อยครับสำหรับการแข่งขันรายการ SCG Thailand Open
So Lee Hyun-il and Ilan
เป็นรายการ ระดับโลกในบ้านเราครับและต้อง
Maulana Mustofa
ขอบคุณนะครับ
side by side, gallant loser and the men's singles champion,
ส่วนพระมหากษัตริย์
bringing this
SCG
day of fabulous badminton to a conclusion
บริษัท
here at the
โยเน็ก
Thunderdome
ประเทศไทยจำกัด
Sports Complex
บริษัท
just
ไทย
outside of the
จำกัดในนาม
city
บริษัท
centre of
เครื่องดื่ม
Bangkok.
100 plus กองทัพอากาศ บริษัทไทยซัมซุงอิเล็กทริกจำกัด
Both singles titles heading the way of
โรงแร
Korea.
มอโนมาแกรนด์กรุงเทพ
China
บริษัท
taking
ทู
away
คอร์ปอเรชั่น
the
จำกัด
women's
มหาชน
doubles title.
โรงพยาบาลกรุงเทพสำนักงานใหญ่
Indonesia,
ช่อง
the
3 SD
men's doubles, and of
บริษัท
course Korea
Creative
also
Village
taking
จำกัดมหาชน
a third title of the day in the
Thunderdome
mixed doubles as well.
เครื่องดื่มกระทิงแดง
He keeps getting those trophies.
โรงเรียนพระหะ
4 wins last year, 4 titles this year. Well, that brings our coverage from the Thailand Open for 2015 to a conclusion. Congratulations to all the winners on what's been a fabulous afternoon's action. But for myself, Richard Kaufman, and for all of us here in Bangkok, it's goodbye for now.